Yeah. Back in my ways. Missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this J. I never change. Can put myself back in that minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. Never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on my mind. Keep with a real. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a dip. But it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read when I drop with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up. Tryna hear my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Yeah. Booming this like Metro. Groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Been on, keeping my head strong. My dog ain't talk about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, die on set my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't get money, been Frank in the friend zone. Got. I ain't never switched up on the family. Be talking to that at me. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a dog to a she nasty. Then I'm gone, she me. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I moved to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz, but these zippers on chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, man, these can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy, a crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gon' do. If you gon' build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe, man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time. I ain't got the goose, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time. Yeah. I can show you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring it. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. 2nd down and 8. And quickly out wide, this is Watson.
So they decline it, and they choose to not give him that down back.
And I think that's the key to everything there. They didn't give up any yardage even on the completed pass. Don't give them an extra down in order to try and pick up a first.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
You look at this Packers defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. On 3rd down, Cousins.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
Taken in at the 11. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
yards on the pickup there and a first. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Right back to him on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The Packers at 7-5 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. So nothing doing there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Allen going to change this at the line. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right in the yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Allen now on first down. That's caught by Kelly. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because Cover was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Allen going to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. After 7-0 on EA Sports. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3
Here's Cousins.
at the 30-yard line.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Running on first down, Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the Packers' 46-yard line.
Cousins here going to change the play. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one too low.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now Cousins. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock here? We just got to do ball control. This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Completed out left to Dobbs. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's brought down right out the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Watson. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. York now for the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game.
York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And the return will stop right around the 25. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. They get him to the ground. cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to have a Packers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And the Packers are going to have it first and goal, so they'll take this down to about the 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Allen going to change the look here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Here's Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. Touchdown, Packers! A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
19, Vikings nothing.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result, and that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what happened in the first half. Instead, they continue to make...
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early, so now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now Cousins sees something. He's going to change this around. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
On play action, Cousins steps away, and he'll just get rid of it.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And quickly, they get to the line. To throw is Cousins. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Devontae Wyatt in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. In motion right is Addison. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And here's Ryan Wright now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
for gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. The partner still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Allen's throw finds its target, Dobbs. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10.
And again, it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. But these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And 3rd and 1 now. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Jet sweep. Here's Watson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Packers start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Allen going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff and look to throw. Touchdown! Christian Watson, 26 yards. And the Packers add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. The York on now for the extra point. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Escapes the defender. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Cousins now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Good route here.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. Actually,
and the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work down inside the 45. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Now Allen. Complete to Kelly. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Curl. And the Vikings are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. On third down, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Allen now looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And this offense on third down today, they've been flat getting it done, 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
19 tight.
Allen going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
York able to send this one through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big, you really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Yellow. Wait time.
Cousins from the gun on third.
had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. First down. Here's Cousins. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. To the air again. It's Cousins. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. This is 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And shutting him off, now open field. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's go now.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Throwing his Cousins. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Oh, the return is Reed. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs to about the 35, 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. So Allen's going to look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Allen going to audible to a different look. Now Allen to throw on 1st and 10. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Packers, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. They will hit the road next week to take on